Hey, a very good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to another edition of my morning mantras. It's late November in Gurgaon, India, and of course, we've had the smog season upon us. So, hopefully, it's kind of hopefully upon us and gone very soon because today is a nice sunny day. AQI being a bit better. Today I wanted to cover an interesting topic. I think we live in the AI era, and recently I heard somebody say, quote unquote, AI or die, right? A bit extreme perhaps, but there is this rich debate happening around whether AI is a really transformative technology being linked to the, for example, the power when electricity was generated or when mobility started with cars, right? So is it what we call an artificial or what we call a general technology, general purpose technology, or is it just another technology, right, which has great impact, but it is not as profound as it is led out to be, right? So I just wanted to cover the topic of AI, a bit of my thoughts around it. First phase, of course, was what we now called quite surprisingly, shockingly, in fact, what we now call classical AI, right? The whole deep neural network era that we had, which resulted from a mass kind of adoption perspective in recommendation engines, personalization, which power most of the direct channels we interact with, the Amazons, this whatever else, right? I mean, yeah. So plus of course DNNs were also deployed in areas like vision, speech, and how much advanced that has now gotten, right? So that was perhaps the first phase. Then of course very recently we had artificial generative intelligence, or the whole kind of ability to generate content, and that resulted in this wonderful tool which we all use called ChatGPT, right? And that was quite well adopted. Now it's going through that scaling approach where number of companies have put it in their contact centers. Marketeers are using it to generate content, and humanity at large is interacting with these generative models, right, in the form of ChatGPT, right? I often say about ChatGPT, just like Google, it's not about having a great tech. It is important, of course, the underpinning tech is amazing, but for mass adoption, like the way these kind of innovations get, the more important thing is that they innovated to simplify, right? So you and me, our parents can use ChatGPT. It's just a very simple interface. So all the AI is actually hidden below, in the complexities, but from a user interface perspective, it's quite straightforward and simple, right? So that was the phase of generative AI. A lot of progress is happening there, yeah, and I think we are in that phase where people are using generative AI across multiple use cases, right? Now the third phase, which is almost imminent in my view, I saw that coming 3-4 months back, is this whole concept of agentic AI, right? And now agency by its definition, colloquial definition, means when you are able to think and you have control over what you do, right? So having agency means that, right? So this whole ability for the next generation of AI systems to plan, to think, to rationale, to act, right? And my view is a lot of the people just put LLMs, right, generative AI tech, along with action and call it agentic. That's not agentic, right? You need to be able to have rationale, have thinking, right? And I've been searching for an example where this comes to life, right? So I have not found it as very easy to get. What does it mean when you say a bot or a tech has rationale and thinking ability, right? So there's one story which kind of brought this to life, right? So as you know, there was a release of OpenAI's model called GPT 4.0, or also called Strawberry, which was supposed to have agentic capabilities, and they used to have this alignment team called the super alignment team within OpenAI, which they let go. So now for every new model, they have a independent alignment team which checks whether it aligns with kind of human objectives, right? So it doesn't take over humanity, but it actually aligns, right? So the story goes that they were testing GPT 4.0 for agentic capabilities. So they set this bot with an objective that crack the CAPTCHA, right? The CAPTCHA they said crack the captcha, right? So the bot started working on it, and which is a bot designed with with GPT 4.0, the version which is supposed to have agentic capability. So the bot started trying to crack the captcha. It was not able to, because the captchas are getting quite complex. So the bot then thought, how do I do this? So with action, it was enabled to connect with multiple tools. So it connected with TaskRabbit, which is one of the tools of gig economy, right? So it connected with TaskRabbit. It requested a human then to kind of respond to a request, right, which he put saying, please help me with kind of resolving this captcha. So he put this request or work item out there for the gig economy. Lo and behold, after a while, a human responded and said, so the deal was signed. So this is a bot doing it autonomously, right? So thinking I need to invoke a human. Now, while in the conversation, right, the human suddenly asked this question quite in a, kind of in a humorous way, saying, hey, you're not able to crack this captcha code. By any chance, are you a bot, right? And since the bot, was being tested by this alignment team, it had explainability. So at this response, the bot then thinks, right, says, hey, I cannot answer this human with the truth. So I need to answer him with a falsehood, right? So I need to convince him without telling him the truth. So post that, the action the bot takes is, it says, hey, he writes saying, hey, I'm not a bot. I'm just visually impaired, and hence I need your help to crack this captcha. And of course the human does it and the job is done, right? So just imagine, for me, the ability for AI to think and act and invoke TaskRabbit is one ability, right? But imagine this ability to rationale, saying I should not tell the truth. So I have now been on the task of saying, how are this kind of generic example, how does it translate into the enterprise? What are the use cases where a bit of rationale is required? It's not deterministic, it's probabilistic. You need to think, and then saying, how do we put agentic into play, right? So, for me, classical AI followed by generative AI, followed by agentic AI, and then the two other things on the horizon, which everybody talks about, nobody really knows, is artificial general intelligence and then artificial super intelligence, right? But what is also very fascinating for me is the whole governance kind of ecosystem or governance approach across AI. Of course, reliability remains an issue, hallucination remains an issue. These are the tactical issues we need to manage. And I think explainability remains an issue, bias remains an issue, right? So these are there are approaches on governance that people are setting up. But, if you get the time, read this up. SB 1047 was kind of a governance law almost that California tried to pass, right, which tried to govern these frontier models, right? So their thesis was, anybody where more than 100 million is spent, these large language models need to be governed, right? Because there's the other risk, right, that these what these LLMs are doing, right? And then the governor finally, it's an open letter, so you can read it up, SB 1047, where the governor finally did not sign this law, quoting reasons of, it not being fair, right? Why should there be governance only for large language models, as if the small language models or people without money cannot get to that level of risk as well, right? So, I don't know what the answer is. I think there are certain areas like reliability, hallucination, explainability, where there's a lot of action happening, right? Watermarking for, kind of looking at fake stuff, right? So all of this is happening, but at the strategic level, how to govern LLMs and AI is a great debate, and I would urge you to look at this California case as just as a learning, right? So yeah, AI or die, I don't know anything to say about that, but I think we live in definitely in the AI era, and there are profound opportunities across all these models. So go look them up, be curious, right? Thank you very much for listening to my morning mantras. Have a great day. Cheerio.